I think
My name's not
we.
even on here.
Well,
What's
they're
going on?
variable.
Oh
All right, calm
shit!
down. Jeez.
That's hilarious. Keep going.
Watch this. Watch this magic trick. Put his name in there.
Wait, but
Show him the
but
power.
you're not. Hold on. Is he gonna be there on Monday?
That's crazy.
Is this guy Tim gonna be there on Monday?
I'm
I
uncertain.
have no idea. I just thought that was funny. Continue.
We're gonna act like he's not.
Fuck you, Tim.
We're gonna. We don't worry about him.
I gotta show him the
Um,
power of the variable spreadsheet.
Yeah, this actually took some work to set up. So
Somehow.
we wanted to. I think we talked about it a good bit. I'm sure most of you saw what we were talking about, but we wanted to. Who just joined?
Mm.
Mr. Boomy.
Hello.
Oh yeah. What's up, Billy?
How's it going?
Good. Yeah, we're just about to start this. So honestly, you don't even really need to listen to most of it.
Okay.
No, that was no. Fuck.
Oh boy.
Yo,
Alright.
push to
Mute
talk
myself.
mandatory.
Literally. Why isn't this a push to talk channel? So anyway, we were gonna talk about like after the last one we talked a good bit about Hoo Ron was a bit sketchy. I think we had several people have to use a Petri there. And I think Viscidus obviously Tiny died, which he needed to get rid of his threat, but that's neither here nor there. Bubble, he had to get lay on hands on him. And so all this isn't like I don't think we necessarily did need wrong specifically. I think we healed it pretty well. I just think it's tough to be able to keep everyone healed and we don't have specific assignments. We're just scrambling, all over the place. Some people are gonna get missed in heals when that's the case, right? So we wanna give specific group assignments to people. And it should be pretty simple. And if it's like a priority list. Like if you have your groups healed, then you go to raid healing, if that makes sense. So 1 second. So we set up some stuff. I think we're probably gonna bleed this into MC and BWL soon, right?
Ideally, yeah.
Okay, so we're probably gonna set up some group healing assignments for those two as well. Not that we need them, like we can do them just fine. They're not that difficult, but it's just to like keep it consistent. Practice how you play, if you will. And MC, we have a lot of new raiders, so it's kind of like a trial, right? See if they can follow the group assignments if we want to bring them to raid. Like a certain Pally who was healing a bunch of pets. Not you, Valor.
No, of course not. Of course not. I don't know who
But,
you're talking about.
No, it literally was.
Let's pull up the logs right now.
No, it was not you. Especially you
wasn't.
too, because you actually listened. The other dude, he essentially told Tim, "Go fuck yourself." So
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Loriev. Yeah, okay. Yeah, my boy. Got it.
But yeah. Anyway, so it's pretty simple stuff. So we just have the AQ stuff to go through here, and we're not going past Hoo Ron. So these are pretty self-explanatory for the most part. You just refer to the sheets as we go, and you'll be fine. I just want to make sure there's no confusion, right? So everyone knows what I mean on each of these assignments. So like, here's all the trash mobs. Oh, what's up?
I just a quick clarification. When we're going down to our groups, like our main, like obviously, like mine is lonely, right? So I just keep lonely good, and then just group 5. Or is that only when like a bunch of damage is going out?
Like only when a bunch of damage. What do you mean? Oh, you mean like say it again?
Like if like like it's just main tank stuff, like whatever. It's not a bunch of damage cycle in the fucking boss fight. Like, do I still just heal those guys and let the other groups handle their people, or am I allowed
So
to
the way I
move
want to
around
do
my
it is I don't
board?
want. Yeah, I get what you're saying. The way I want to do it is it's not. No, I don't. It doesn't need to be like a strict like you can only heal those two and that's it.
For
It's
sure.
more like
It's a priority.
if we're doing trash, right? And you're healing lonely, that's your main priority. Then your second priority would be to heal everyone in group 6. Okay. If lonely's topped off, and if group 6 is pretty like topped off as well, you can start looking for other groups and giving some extra raid healing. You should, not even you can. Like that's what you should do after that. But those are just your top 2 focuses, right? Because there were several people on Hoo Ron, because that fight's a lot of raid damage. where there were people that just weren't getting heals quickly because there were so many people taking damage. So if you're just focused on an entire group kind of thing, then and everyone's got their own group to focus on, that shouldn't happen.
Your eyes
So,
aren't
yeah, to answer
wandering
your-
as much, and you can ascertain
Right.
more easily who you need to heal, pretty much.
So to answer your question, no, you don't you don't have to be inactive if they're topped off. You just keep raid healing. It's just these are the top 2 things you're focused on.
Like it.
Yep. I think it's probably our best idea here. So like this is just all the trash mobs, trash packs. So I'm turtle into group 1, you know. All this is pretty self-explanatory. Some people are gonna be raid healing. I think Jay is raid healing a lot. You know, he's a big parser, so we're gonna give him a lot of healing to do. I think that's fair. But yeah, like Akar is gonna be sticking to group 1 and group 2, and then if they're topped off, then he'll be just healing the whole raid. Right. Same thing with Holy, same thing with Demon.
I think ideally, with these new groupings, is that once a bunch of like raid damage goes out, we're splitting our heals pretty evenly between all the groups, so that no one
Yep.
gets lower than the others, and it also prevents like 8 people from clicking the same guy that's low, but would only require maybe 3 heals to get them full. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
and it would be
No,
wasted
100%.
heals.
100%, because I think we're all doing a good job, and I think we can all trust each other to heal certain groups, right? So it just makes it easier. So then just for each one, I was just gonna go over as well, like Scarum. Scarum's an odd one because we're all positioned in specific spots, but you know, it's the same kind of thing.
I also want to
I've
say,
got 2 tanks.
if you have
Oh, what's up?
only like 2 tank assignments and it doesn't say raid or anything, I only want you healing those tanks pretty much.
Yeah, no,
Makes
good
sense.
clarification. There's some, we'll get to more too. There's some where you're just tank healing. Like this is an example of that. Now,
Like
to your
Ashwell
point,
and
Murdama.
Midland, you're saying on that one, like they would just be healing a tank.
Yes.
You were just showing.
Yes, that's exactly
Yeah, like
right. And like
It's
spamming,
more
like
so-
overheal.
It's more so in fights
cool.
where a tank is more likely to get bursted. You need that consistent
yeah.
healing of
Right.
effectively
Yeah.
precasted heals.
Right. Like Murdama, to answer your question on trash, I think definitely you finish if your guys are good, you heal other people. But on boss fights, it can be a bit more like what's the word? Like localized damage, I guess, on specific targets. So you don't
And
need
should always
everybody
be
also
casting,
rating.
like you're already casting a flash heal, and then when it gets to like 1.2 seconds, you just take that little burp step back, and then you're casting it again on your
Yeah.
tank you're supposed to be healing. Like
Oh, you
ideally,
could just
that's what
let
you
them
should do.
hit.
Yeah.
Like if I'm
You can
just
let
doing
it-
two
if you have
two
enough
people,
mana,
you just let them
yeah.
fucking slam, dude.
Yeah, you can, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna run
Depends
out
on your
of mana in that
mana.
fight.
Yeah.
I prefer
Yeah,
letting
for
them
sure.
hit if you have enough mana. If you're getting
But
low,
even
I would still
here-
cancel casting though, like he's saying.
Like it says turtle. For example, Ash Nasty's focusing on turtle and OSNAP, but
Yeah.
they're probably going to be in group 1, and then Will Ziak is doing group 1 and 2 raid. Does that mean they're still going to be like focused on the healers on the tanks rather a little bit? I would imagine on top of
Yeah.
the raid group.
Yeah, they're also gonna right, exactly. No, that's exactly right. They
Okay.
mostly should be focused on like the non-tanks in the group, but they shouldn't be taking that much damage, so it's really like
Right.
a little tank healer.
So like they should prioritize non-tanks in the group, but still
Yeah.
throw heals on the
But
tanks.
still, yep, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, okay.
That's exactly right. I think
Yep.
I
So
have
essentially with
wills.
this, no one
Will's
should
the majority
parse
of time.
ever again.
Yeah, the parses should be just
I mean,
dependent on
kinda,
who's
like,
taking the most
like
damage.
unironically, yeah, like it is like kind of true.
Yeah.
This
it's
will allow
true,
all
that's
of us
true.
to blue parse.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
or green.
Let's go,
You know,
baby.
it's like all green.
Yeah, it'll probably be green, but yeah, but yeah, we should all be pretty similar like this. Depending on, some will be weird, some group will take more for some reason, but
Yeah.
as long as you're focused, we're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Will's is majority on group 1 and group 2. I try to keep these like pretty consistent throughout, so you're not switching groups every time.
Yeah,
So-
that's good.
But yeah, so this one's pretty simple. Like I said, there's some people specifically focusing on tanks, and there's some raid healers going on. Like Val, you got group 7's your focus, and then just into whatever raid healing you need to do.
Do we have people specifically for the stupid fucking locks?
What do you mean for the stupid fucking locks?
No,
The
Explain
ones that
yourself.
just tap themselves.
Oh,
to
the life
death,
tab.
or- Yeah.
free for all.
And like, I'm not even
Just go for it.
joking. Do we have it where the priests are with the mages? Because that should be set up that way, in my opinion. as well.
Priest with the
Uh,
mages?
We
What do you
want
mean
the
that?
priest with
So that they can
melee
shield.
groups. What do you mean?
Well, so shields are like OP for mages
Oh,
when
yeah.
they're taking damage.
Yep.
You get an instant shield on them. So I just think
True.
it'd be
We can
ideal.
also
I
throw up
think, I
bops
think
with the mages, to be
shields,
fair.
renews, bops, like that's all, in my opinion, something you're playing by your gut.
Yeah.
If you're reading it, if you're like
Yeah.
assigned group 5 and you see someone go to like 200 in group 8, I would hope you would bop them. I
Yeah,
would-
actually, that's a good point. I was
yeah.
I meant to, I forgot about that. Yeah, like if you're like, you're focused on stuff, but you're like, I'm sure you'll
Or land hands. You get what I mean.
be
Use
able
your
to scan out of your
ability.
peripherals,
Yeah.
see if somebody's dropping low. Don't hesitate to drop and lay on hand somebody, right? Or throw bop on a mage or something like that.
Speaking of,
Like, don't just, you're not stuck on on who your assignments are.
I want to like say again, like don't be scared to use your land hands, your bops, your shields, etc. Like in our AQ and ZG we were in yesterday,
Agreed.
I've seen a lot of that. Just like if somebody dropped like half even, they would just toss one on. I love that. I think that's good.
Agreed. I think we did a good job with our land hands last on Monday as well. We threw out
For sure.
three right in AQ40. So
Yeah, it was a lot, and I do
Which is
think it's good.
also-
Like it's people never use it for some reason. It's just such a good
Yeah.
tool.
For sure.
definitely, and which is also why we want to have this, because ideally we don't want to have to be throwing out that many lay on hands, because those weren't just like quick ones. Those were like, we healed almost all their health. Like those were rough.
That was crazy for sure.
Yeah,
But
it was crazy.
first time in AQ, it kind of makes sense for most of us to. Those mistakes are going to happen. So
Yeah. We'll only get better as we go. Also I want to go over to, like, we don't have any more healers than these for this next raid, but if we have extras, Rover is literally just, you don't have a group assignment, you're just raid healing. That's all you're doing. So I said, like, if we have extra healers ever on this fight, they're just gonna be, raid healing. Like Tim, if you're
Yeah.
here with Wills, you would just be raid healing.
I-
Just anything that you see, anyone getting low, go for it.
See ya.
They're out. All right. Bug trio, pretty similar. I mean, it's gonna be the same stuff for the majority of this. I think we've pretty much hit everything on the head.
I think Who Round's like the main one. I want to slightly. talk
Yeah,
about.
I was gonna go through Sartura. I mean, you get your focus on the current whirlwind tank, and then into the group 3, group 4.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, everything's pretty similar. You should see most of your groups are similar. Like, I try to do the best with that. Like Akar, you're mostly on group 7 and group 8. Demon with 5 and 6. Val, you're on group 7. A lot of these are doubled up groups too. So you're not just like having to worry about hitting the entire group on your own. Viscidus.
I think Viscidus is gonna be one of these situations where it's really important that we follow, just because there's so much.
Oh yeah, let me
global
let me be
damage.
clear too. On Fankris as well, like Bubble, you and I, we're
Hmm.
healing Turtle. Like,
Right.
that's just all we're doing. And we're hodging if worms come out, and you see the spots that came out. I know you did last week. You're on top of it, but
Yeah, I had
But
this
we're-
pulled up on my second monitor the entire time, so I was
Ooh,
keeping
nice.
a close eye on my assignments. Yeah.
dude, maybe I should get some second monitor action
You should.
going as well.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
It's nice in general,
quite
honestly.
nice. Yeah.
Right. Either way, but yeah, we're focused on tank healing here. We're not worried about the raid really, unless you see like you need to throw out a lay on hands, but we're focused on
Okay.
Turtle. Same thing with Viscidus, obviously you're tanking, so bubble on bubble here, but me and Mythic
Right.
will be the ones just healing strictly you. Valor, you're healing bubble, priority, but you also are looking at group 3. So like me and Bubble, or me and Mythic are gonna be pre-casting, essentially. You're just like, if he needs heals. Same with Lee.
Yeah. got it.
Everything else here, same stuff. Here's Huhuron. Jay, did
Hey,
you want to
am
go over
I
anything?
gonna? Are we
I'll talk a
gonna,
little bit.
as priests, gonna be in the groups that we're typically assigned to, like on group 6? So,
What do you
like, and
Oh, like the
who-
group, are
if-
you gonna
if-
be in that specific
It would be nice, so I could just hit them with the good old prayer.
prayer of
healer.
healing? We definitely could try to set that up if
I assume that's
mean,
what
It
it was.
might be a
when it
little
said that,
hard.
but-
I also want to say, like, if your whole group goes low and you're not assigned that group and you're not assigned to tank or something like very important, and you would get a good value prayer healing, you should also use that too. You know, just like with the bobs and everything else. Who Ron I wanted to talk about mostly with the same thing, prayer healing. But at 30% is when he does his enrage, and that's when dwarf priests, paladins have to be under him. And previously, we haven't seen it before, which I think is most of the problem. But we want to
Yeah.
be going in a lot earlier and being prepared at that 30% point. And so effectively when Alex calls wreck, which I believe will be at like 40-45%, we just want to start walking in pretty much. Pop our shit when he's around 30%. And I want priest to do an inner focus and a prayer healing as that 30% is coming. So hopefully when he does the initial barrage, it'll full heal any melees in your group. I believe we're gonna try to have a priest in each melee group. Your
I
assignment's
was gonna
kind
say
of
that, yeah.
your assignment's kind of null for the first prayer healing. Like you're just trying to get the initial barrage healed. That's it. Obviously after that first prayer healing, you want to go back to your assignments.
Does Hoo Ron do any kind of cleave
call.
where when we start walking in, we gotta be behind or whatever?
So he does do a volley, which is like proximity. So it'll pick somebody and it'll throw a volley, and all the ones near him will also get hit. So initially
That's
it'll
at
be
30%, right?
at 30%. He starts doing the volleys a lot more. He starts doing a different type of volley, I believe. Before that, he does the AOE volley. Before that 30%, we want to be like right outside of the melee groups. We want to be spread out so that when the melee groups get targeted, we're not all getting hit. It's hard to
Yeah,
find
that's
that
kinda-
middle
that's the
ground, but we
question.
can't be standing
Yeah.
on the melee group because we'll also take an additional damage. But we want to
So,
be closer
I
than we were
guess-
previously.
Should when we go in to begin with, so I watched the replay of
Mm-hmm.
Hoo Ron, and it was not very spread out well. Like it was all lumped, and I was way far away from where I was supposed to be, I guess. But like positions for the dwarfs and the paladins, maybe with the hunters and the non ones further back. Is that how we're doing it? Like where we're not in melee to begin the fight, but we're not like back with.
Yeah,
range,
that's
you
what
know
we
I
want. That
mean?
mid range, but we want to be under the boss by the 30% is the important part, so that we can start healing immediately. Because
I get
in our previous
the
one, like
question,
some of us weren't able to start healing to like 20% boss health, where everyone had taken
Yeah.
a ton of raid damage.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we were in late.
That was my problem. I was running, and
Yeah.
everybody got fucking
So can I know
Well, I guess
what's
the thing
the
is it gonna
logic with
be
having people run up? Why is
Yeah, is
that
it gonna be
Oh,
hold on, is it
okay.
gonna be problematic if we go in, like, early and if we take a
It
volley?
shouldn't be. It
Right?
shouldn't be.
Okay.
And once they start wrecking, he takes so much damage. Tim, when he gets to that 30%, he starts doing a spread, or like it's called a volley, but it's to the closest 15 people, and it's poison damage. The reason Pallies and Dwarf Priest run in, and
Well, I know about
Hunter.
the stone form,
Yeah, what
but
about it?
why we don't have enough warriors and like melee in there already to like make the 15? Like I don't know, it just seems.
Yeah, we do, but they take like 3k damage every volley per person. When we could
Yeah, we're
make them
just
take
we're
0.
just soaking damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
easily it's free
Okay.
raid reduction damage. That's
I see
basically
what
it.
you're saying now. Okay, I'm curious. Yeah, sorry, I'm new to like almost like I haven't
Mhm.
raided ever before until now, and so I don't know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm just trying to,
Honestly,
just
I'm
trying
in
to
the
learn.
It's just so
I've been in the
reduce
same
a lot.
spot, so
I think most
Um,
of us. I don't think any
yeah.
of us have cleared this, have we? Anybody in here?
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. Our hero's doing good, but I don't know if any of us really have.
I think
Valor, have you
Ryan
done any of
might
this
be the only
before?
person that has.
No, that was my first time in
Yeah.
AQ.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
yeah.
hey,
I think that was
fucking
like
did an amazing
Yeah,
job.
me too.
crazy. Yeah, we did. I agree.
Yeah, no, we did do that was my yeah, it was for all of us to be fresh like that. Like it's
The
yeah, it
two
was
deaths were like not because of anything. It was
I
so
know.
I
stupid.
know, man. Dude,
Ay,
if it,
ay, ay.
yeah,
yikes.
that mage got
Rage got-
evaporated.
I know that sucked.
We're
That
Where
was
was he at? Where was Tiffin at? Was he in the back? Is
No,
that
he
what
was
happened?
way
Oh, he was ahead. He was too far ahead.
He was doing
Yeah.
really good at keeping up.
He took
Yeah.
Taskmaster, yeah, I believe, along with all the other whelps.
A lot of us got slowed. I don't know, like I
Yeah, we
don't
got
I don't really
suppressed right
remember what
behind.
happened. But a lot of us were just behind, and then yeah, he was just up in front.
I was up
Unfortunate.
there with him.
Yeah, it was also
played
like,
basketball bubble.
you know, he
It
went
was
he went
okay,
over
yeah.
the hump of the stairs too. So anybody even in healing range,
Oh.
but past the stairs couldn't even heal him anyways. So it was kind of really shitty.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Yeah, the important part is that we are right outside the melee stacks on Huron, and we're spread out so that we don't. If we soak an additional damage with the melee stack before the 30% and before we're running in, we don't take as much damage. And we want to be running in on the enrage and precasting our prayer healing and getting it all rolling by the 30%.
Yeah, so the important thing is right at 30%, we need to be set up and casting heals as opposed to still running in.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
So we should be going in at like from the melee stack, like at 32%, so
No,
that
no,
we're
no,
not
no,
moving
much quicker.
anymore.
Maybe
Much
even
quicker.
sooner.
40.
Probably.
Sooner.
I would say
Okay.
40.
40 we're underneath the
Oh,
boss.
no. Running in at 40. Yeah. Yeah.
40
Ideally,
while
you're
the-
in like 32 or something.
So
Okay, yeah, because
at
we're
40
going right on the boss, right? We're not
Yeah.
going with the melee
Just
stack.
just
We're going to
honestly,
be like,
no, just stand under the boss. You want to be closer to the boss in the melee
Yeah.
stack.
okay. Yeah.
So do we just start hitting the rest of the melee with bubbles as we're running in?
Yeah, you might as
Shield.
well. If you have
Definitely
instacast
do that,
like Power
yeah.
Word Shield and Renew, start slapping on the melees with them as you're running in. I don't think Paladin's gonna do anything.
Not really. We could throw a holy shock if you want on somebody, but that's all we could do. So yeah, but yeah, that should help us because I think last time we were not all in there and it was just weird. We should have probably gone over it more.
Oh yeah, something else. I want to talk about
Yeah.
add-on compatibility for showing what's it called?
Predictive healing.
Predictive healing, yeah. Does anybody not use like aftermarket add-ons for frames and or healing?
It's
I'm
that's
fairly
the Bar's
certain.
classic one, right?
I don't know. We could
Is
just
that-
have everybody put what frames or what healing they use in the chat too, just so we can see if there's any incompatibilities. Because it seems like there's at least one person that doesn't have something that communicates their healing.
Yeah, that is for sure. I use Cell. I think I don't know if I'm the only one that
Hmm.
uses that.
I haven't heard of Cell. We'll have to test that one.
Yeah, we have to see. 'Cause yeah, you're right. I think it was literally just one person that had something that maybe wasn't compatible or something like that.
Yeah, it
'cause-
seems like.
But if I can see your guy, like most of everybody's, so,
so then it shouldn't be you.
it should
You
be,
use
yeah. Because if I can see yours, then, and I also have predictive healing and Cell, so I think predictive healing shares with other people, doesn't it?
it should
I
be.
see everybody else's on Voodoo, so
Okay.
Yeah, do on.
I think
Feel
next
that.
time
Cool.
we like meet up for a 40 man, we should just take some damage and then
Yeah.
just go between every healer and make sure they're all compatible, pretty much.
Like just come 15
Yeah,
minutes
I'm a fan of
early or
that.
whatever.
Yeah,
And
something
just
like that. I
yeah.
think it's a good idea.
I'm a fan
Um,
of that. Yeah.
Couldn't
We
do
it,
that right now, but yeah.
and during our healer meeting, we actually could if everyone wants to come out to Stormwind, but I think they're DMT.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at DMT now, so like if you guys come to DMT to get your buff, we can test because we'll be in raid anyways.
Were there
Yeah.
summons out there?
My buddy who I just invited to the guild, who's going to be doing the DMT, is a warlock, so he could probably summon some people. And
Okay,
I'm there
I'll-
now, so if we just
I'll
get one
talk
other
to my friend.
person,
We could get out here at the yeah, we could do that. Oh, also Ilya, I guess it's your
Yes.
I think you're the only assignment you have is on Huhuron. That's the only time you're healing. I think we decided that.
Oh wait, was it recently decided that I'm not doing anything different in Visitus? Because I think I heard that all the druids are healing during that instead of cold dagger. I mean,
Was Turtle I didn't know. It sounded like Turtle wasn't sure
Seems like
or
I'm
not.
partial.
So I don't know.
Do you guys have, or do you at least have daggers and a hammer? Either or.
I'm still working on my dagger.
Or no, you can't use hammers,
Okay.
right? Is that what it is?
I can use hammers.
okay, okay.
I would prefer the
Um,
dagger than having to buy
If
one.
you have the hammers, daggers, I think
Okay.
I'd prefer you getting the stacks on, because the more stacks you can get on them, is the less healing we have to do.
My
And-
understanding was that I was gonna melee weave with abolish poison on people.
I like that. I think
Okay.
I think that's
Okay.
that works well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we
and
could, yeah,
rejuve goes hard, doesn't it? Like you just spam that on everybody. I mean, there's so much raid damage going out. It's got to be ticking and helping.
Yeah. If we can go back to Huhuron for just a second, though.
Yeah.
I know I'm listed as healing for this. Am I needed to heal throughout the entire fight, or is this the main concern, the enraged
I
timer?
think the enraged times are our main concern. Up until then, everyone should be topped off. I don't think we'll have a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah.
does it? I know my role's a little niche here, but I guess is my understanding correct that I should just start with DPSing, but maintain a good buffer of mana, and then my plan is around 40% ish. I'm going to start pre-hotting
Yeah.
all the people in the melee stack, and then just go heals.
I think it's a good idea. I like
Okay.
that.
I think that would be perfect. Yeah, I'm a fan of that.
Cool. I'll keep up with that then.
Sweet. had other thoughts. Oh, if you're unsure about something
ahead.
with your class, pallies or priests, we kind of reassigned some class leads. Feel free to talk to them if you need help. I'm not priest class lead, but you can ask me if you need help with anything too.
But I mean,
Is
let's
it
be
listed anywhere? Who is?
Yeah,
them?
so-
I'm about to.
priest-
oh yeah, that's right. Hey, thanks for the reminder. I'm gonna put that in the announcements.
Just because like that's confusing.
Yes,
Hey,
yes,
go
yes,
ahead.
yes.
And
Yeah,
talk to
yeah.
me,
You
Yeah,
can
but I
add,
don't know who
you
it
can
is.
add the class lead
Yeah.
role too. They're
So
all,
priest is
yes.
it's Lee, right?
Yeah, it's Liam.
Lee's the priest class lead. And then paladin class lead is me now. So you guys have any questions, you can ask us that.
Resto's
For
kind
sure.
of shafted. Snap and Drop are. They've obviously never both committed the Resto, but they might know something. I don't know.
We should no, I was thinking that like we should probably have a resto.
Yeah, but we don't have any. I
Lead.
mean, Melior was like our
Just
I
so,
know. Well, I mean,
experienced
Tim's coming up.
resto.
Hey, Tim
Maybe
can
Tim.
do it.
Maybe Tim.
What up,
Oh.
Pips?
Tim on it.
guys, for
What's up, Murdama?
I was just gonna say I just did the replay for Hoo Ron,
Mhm.
and we did not have Darkmoon Fair, right, for this one, did we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Okay,
Oh,
we
yeah.
did. So it took 3 seconds to go from 40% to 30%.
Yeah.
Just keep that in
Yeah,
mind.
that's why I want you to start going to 40%. I believe is when he calls the rec. So that's also when we should be going in. It'll make like a good double call. It'll be really easy for him to say. I think
It
that's
wasn't
a good set
also
point.
called on Hoo
Yeah, he
Ron.
didn't call it.
didn't
He didn't call it.
he didn't call it.
It also
so
made it
it might
confusing.
even be quicker than 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
maybe what you think we should do like 45
40,
instead
45,
with DMF
yeah.
at least.
I think so.
Maybe 40% without DMF, 45 with
I
it,
think so.
and we'll have DMF this week. So yeah, probably 45 is fair.
Something
I
else.
like that.
I don't know if anybody's seen. I mean, everybody's seen it. We figured out with DMF, you don't want to take 2-2, I believe it was, which is intellect, because it really improves your base intellect. And so it's like usually you have like about 100 base intellect at level 60, and so it'll give you 10% of that, which is a whole 150 mana. We're gonna be taking all res, which is 1-2 from Sage. It'll just help in general, especially here where there's a lot of nature damage and stuff that can be resisted by resistance. It's also in the consume sheet, the order you need to press it if you forget.
Yep, shout out Valor for that.
Yeah, what a G.
If you have Nova World buffs, you could just change it to
Yes.
automatically pick that as well.
That's correct.
Yeah, I was right.
Okay. Yeah, I
so we're
think
good.
I think we're good. I mean, obviously we see like there's multiple people in every fight healing each group as well, like I said. So like Lee and Will be on group 1 and group 2. You always have help. So like you're gonna see somebody healing your group all the time. Just it's a lot easier to like it's a lot easier to kind of figure out and cancel cast with just one other person doing heals in your group than the whole raid. So I like this. I think we're set up in a good spot with this. Is anyone opposed to this? Any issues,
Thoughts?
concerns?
Yeah.
To be
I mean, I think
honest,
it's pretty straightforward.
yeah, even last week I was actually following this because it was there last Monday. But yeah, so
Groups?
I think yeah, this
Group
was
healing-
set up like it was a little bit empty
Yeah.
in some ways, but it still had some basics. Like
Mhm.
it's still so yeah, I think it's necessary, frankly. Like,
Oh yeah. No, yeah. Assignments, you're right. Yeah, but there's like specific groups that you're healing. That's what's new.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's
Yep.
key for the raid healing, 100%.
Yeah, if we have
Beautiful. Thank you.
no objections, I think we're pretty much set here. So
Think so?
definitely, we'll see if we can try out sometime before raid, or maybe just right before the raid, like we were talking about.
Mhm.
Make sure we all have the right predictive healing set up. That'll be really helpful. Jay, anything else?
No. Probably
Probably
think
give that
of
resto.
something.
Probably
Later.
should give that resto class lead to Tim. Honestly,
There you go.
go for it.
We'll see his performance.
Boomy.
I need to see an orange parse from Tim on the resto
I see.
before I can.
I
class
see.
him.
That's fair. That's fair.
I can't anymore, dude. Look at our setup here.
I don't know.
How the hell would I?
I have faith. You're
Oh.
gonna beat the NPC again
Yeah, right.
on
Not a
Ragex.
shot. Not a shot.
Tim, though, I'll probably put you in on some of these and try to like give an actual assignment as well. So if you just have it up during the raid, you should see a couple things different. I didn't even really mess with it yet, so
That's right.
but you
Fine.
understand
That's
the
fine.
But you understand the priorities and shit, so
Yeah.
I'll do some things here. Alright, thanks for everyone. Thanks for coming out, guys.
Bubble, what channel are you gonna join? Dungeon 2 for DMT or?
Yeah, Dungeon 2.
All right, I'll let my guy know. That way we can organize like summons and stuff.
See you there.
Sounds good.
All right. Peace. Thanks for the time, everybody. It was a good meeting, and yeah,
Yeah.
see you in the next one.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
I'm
coming
glad
out,
we
guys.
had this. Feel better.
Let us know if you have any questions too.
For sure.
Yeah,
Will do now.
sounds good. Bye.
Later.
See you later.
Thank you,
Jay.
guys.